Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my mixed media project. Here I'm using 8 by 8 watercolor paper and then some jelly printing papers and then some different kinds of papers in this, like a pattern paper, and I'm using this card 491, which is from the cubes of Sarah Renee Clark, and I'm going to use the color from that. Then I'm going to use this it's a deli paper. I did the jelly printing on that. So I'm going to do some collaging in this, and then I'm going to use those color tones, then some printed it's a pattern paper. I'm mixing all those in this. I'm going to cut some pieces in the same tone colors. Then I'm going to keep all these pieces aside. Then I'm going to first start with the background watercolor. I'm using the same tone of those colors from that card. And I'm spraying some water on the paper, and then I'm going to add these colors. This is like a complete abstract mixed media project. So I'm just going to add some colors in this, and then I will not add too many colors in this. I'm just spreading it a little bit on the sides, and then I'm going to now dry it. Then I'm going to place all these jelly print papers and see where I want, how I want it. Then I'm using this matte gel medium, and then I'm going to add that glue on the top. Then I'm going to add it on the top and the bottom. Then I'm going to add these in different areas. Now I'm going to add some more colors in this, and I'm going to blend it. I'm mixing some dark and light color in this. And I still want to keep some whites in between. I don't want to cover everything. So now I'm going to dry this page before going for the next step. So I'm using this dilution stamp. So I'm using like a dotted stamp in this. And I'm using archival ink. And now I'm going to dry this. And I'm going to darken it a little bit. It did not stamp very well. I think my ink is slowly getting to dry. So I'm using the pen and I'm just darkening it on the top. It's optional. If you have a good ink, then you don't need to do that. So now I'm going to go for the next step. Now I'm just scribbling it using the Inktense pencil. It's a black Inktense pencil. Then I'm using another dilutions, Dina Wakley's stamp. So I'm going to give some texture in the background. So I'm adding like a text. Actually, it's a scribbling stamp. Not the text, but scribbling stamp. I'm trying to use those in the center of the page so that it shows the texture in the middle of the page. Then now I'm going to definitely dry this because I don't want it to get smudged. Then I'm using this impression obsession. It's kind of a different kind of a stamp. And vintage photo distress oxide and this embossing glaze of vintage photo. This is like a more detailed kind of stamp. I like this stamp very much. I don't know if it is still available. So this looks very nice in the background. Now I'm going to wipe the ones which is on that white dotted one. Then I'm going to use this embossing glaze. Then I'm going to heat it so that gives beautiful shine. And it looks very nice when there is white in the back side um, of the stamp. It shines very nicely. So now I'm adding little more grungy kind of a stamp. Just little bit in the background. This gives like extra texture. Now I'm thinking what else I can use in this. So I'm just going to add some, uh, this is like a acrylic paint. So I'm just going to put some like a scribbling, like a lines in the background. So that looks nice with the background. Then I'm going to add some white dots. Again, this is like a acrylic paint. So I'm going to add in different areas. I know it has plenty of white in the background, but I still like to add in those brown color and the color tone so that it shows up in that. So now I'm going to completely dry this. Then I'm using a black pen. It is more like a archival ink pen, and I'm just scribbling little bit with small lines. You just have to play with it and add things in that which gives more interesting pattern in the background. Now I'm adding this dye. I did the die cut using gold paper, and now I'm going to add in this project. This gives another layer, and also um, it gives some interesting pattern on the background. So I'm adding some just glue, and I'm going to adhere it on the page. They look nice and bright. If you don't have this, you can still use gold molding paste and add um, like a stencil and use it in this project. Now I'm adding some I had these numbers die, so I'm just adding those things, so this gives some extra interest in the background. You can also add stamps if you don't have die, but I'm sure everybody has some numbers die, so this will be interesting to add. So I hope that you enjoyed watching this project. I will see you in my next project. Bye.